guys all saw the news that dropped today. But Joe Rogan signs $100 million contract with Spotify, and he's moving over, and they're going to have all the exclusive rights. It kind of seemed like he was leaning towards doing something anyways, because he criticizes YouTube so much for how much they demonetize everything, and they kind of do some shady shit. But he signed a $100 million contract with Spotify today. That's fucking awesome. Podcast world.
So they got the exclusive audio and video, from what I understand. So,
yeah.
Initially, there's going to be a transition period, from what I understand, and then around November time is when it's going to go exclusive, from what I understand. How many years is that?
Nobody really knows.
Oh, how long is it? They're going to do his whole catalog, which goes all the way back to like 2008, I think.
Right, but for new episodes, are they going to do is it like a 5-year, 10-year? How long?
See that part.
Joe Rogan in his announcement said it was a multi-year deal. He didn't specify a number with it.
When I saw that, I was like, that kind of caught me off guard because I never thought Joe would just go to one platform. Like if anyone deserves to get paid that big of money for podcasting, it's Joe Rogan. But I just never thought that he would do it. I don't know why. I mean, everyone fucking has Spotify already, so it doesn't matter.
I don't.
In the first place. You don't?
I don't. I pay for Apple Music. And that's kind of just the wagon.
Spotify's free. The good thing about Spotify is it's free. It's just
sure. Yeah.
And
but
Joe Rogan,
I think if it came to that, I'd probably have to get to.
Joe Rogan said his offerings are going to be free still, even through Spotify. So,
some of the podcasts on Spotify you have to have a subscription for, though.
Correct.
I thought it would be more along that model. So Spotify is basically paying for something just to make sure that those streams go straight on their platform.
It's all about traffic.
They're basically hosting all that traffic and saying play ball.
I feel like they're trying to make like a power play because Apple Podcasts and like other podcast platforms are amazing and they're really easy to use. And everyone only looks at Spotify as music. Like I use Spotify for podcasts when I'm like playing PlayStation or something like that because you can attach it into your PlayStation and listen through it through your speakers. But that's the only time I've ever listened to podcasts on Spotify. But this is kind of cool because, I mean, maybe I'll just start fucking downloading it on Spotify because it's actually a lot easier to download shit on Spotify than on Apple, in my opinion. But
well, and I don't see it so much as an issue for audio listeners. I think it's going to be the video. It's the YouTube
visual.
Are going to be more affected because there's like YouTube TV already has its streaming platform built into all the smart TVs and everything. And so people who normally just click it on their TV and just go directly to Rogan, I don't know that Spotify has that level of integration into so many smart TVs. Now you can, of course, like Fire Sticks and Fire TV and all this, you can download the apps, but I don't think it's quite as smooth of a transition to get that video. I think is where there's going to be the biggest interruption.
I don't know. Spotify has the ability to cast things. Most smart TVs nowadays have the ability to cast to themselves. But it's interesting to see like that they're doing the video component along with like what SiriusXM is trying to do.
That's what I was about to say. I feel like this is Spotify's move, like what SiriusXM did with Howard Stern with video.
It's the equivalent.
Because like I listened to Howard Stern and I've watched Howard Stern just here and there. Oh, and I was gonna say, and if they could do something similar with Rogan, I mean, we already have it technically with the YouTube show, but if they could just up the quality even more than what it already is, I mean.
Well, you got to think, like, if you look through history, it was Johnny Carson at first, and then it was like Howard Stern, and now for the last however many years, it really has been Rogan. He did an interview, or he was doing a podcast when they released that he was making $30 million a year or whatever on advertisements, and whoever was in there, I can't remember what it was, brought it up, and he kind of goes, Like, that ain't even close.
No.
Is he?
Oh gosh, I'm so
Wow,
sorry.
Brian.
Don't invite me to your career day.